I saw the text message flash across her phone. "Can't wait to see you tomorrow, my love." It wasn't addressed to me. "Welcome to Cheating Story Exposed. Please subscribe. My name is Daniel, and I am a man who appreciates precision both in my work as a financial analyst and in my personal life. I wasn't born yesterday. I knew something was off. The late nights working on school projects. The hushed phone calls she took outside, the way she avoided my gaze. It all added up. Hook 1, wife cheated with the school principal. I donated $1.08 at the PTA meeting. New wing named after me. I wanted to ensure her affair's legacy was overshadowed by my philanthropy, a monument to her mistake. Now every student walks through Integrity Hall. My wife, Olivia, was heavily involved in the parent-teacher association at our son, Ethan's, elementary school. She practically lived there. The principal, Mr. Abernathy, seemed equally dedicated. Too dedicated, perhaps, I decided to investigate. First, I checked our phone records, numerous calls between Olivia and Abernathy at odd hours, long conversations often lasting over an hour. My suspicions grew. I needed concrete proof. I installed a voice recorder in Olivia's car. It was small, discreet, and virtually undetectable. I felt like a character in a spy movie, but the stakes were real. My marriage was on the line. The next day, I retrieved the recorder. The audio was clear. I fast-forwarded through the mundane chatter until I heard Olivia's voice, soft and intimate. "I can't stop thinking about you, Gregory." Gregory. That was Abernathy's first name. Hook 2, wife cheated with the school principal. I donated $1.08 at the PTA meeting. New wing named after me. She thought I'd be devastated. Instead, I weaponized my wealth, ensuring their clandestine rendezvous point became my public victory. Checkmate, lovers. The recording continued. It was undeniable. A full-blown affair. They discussed their feelings, their stolen moments, their plans for the future. My stomach churned. I felt a wave of anger followed by a cold, calculated resolve. I wouldn't confront her, not yet. I wouldn't give them the satisfaction of seeing me break down. Instead, I would turn the tables. I would use their betrayal to my advantage. I contacted my lawyer, Ms. Albright. She was a shark, ruthless and efficient. I explained the situation and my intentions. She listened intently, her eyes gleaming with anticipation. "I want a watertight prenuptial agreement," I said, "and I want to ensure that Olivia receives nothing beyond what is legally required." "Consider it done," Ms. Albright replied. "We'll make sure she regrets ever crossing you." Next, I focused on the school. The PTA was spearheading a fundraising campaign for a new wing. The plans included state-of-the-art classrooms, a new library, and a much-needed expansion of the gymnasium. Hook 3, wife cheated with the school principal. I donated $1.08 at the PTA meeting. New wing named after me. Little did they know, the blueprints for the Johnson family wing included cameras everywhere, catching more than just classroom activities. Surveillance is key. I decided to make a grand gesture. I would donate a significant sum, enough to secure the naming rights for the new wing. It would be a public display of generosity, a testament to my commitment to the community. And it would serve as a constant reminder of Olivia's infidelity. I spent weeks researching the school's needs, consulting with architects and contractors. I wanted to ensure that the new wing was not only functional but also aesthetically pleasing. It had to be perfect. The PTA meeting was scheduled for the following week. I planned to make my announcement then. I rehearsed my speech, carefully crafting each word to convey the right message. Olivia seemed oblivious to my plans. She continued her charade, pretending that everything was normal. I played along, feigning ignorance. It was a game of cat and mouse, and I was determined to win. The day of the PTA meeting arrived. I dressed in a sharp suit, exuding confidence and composure. Olivia wore a nervous smile, unaware of the storm that was about to break. As we entered the school auditorium, I noticed Abernathy standing near the entrance. He greeted Olivia with a knowing glance. My blood boiled, but I maintained my cool. The meeting began with a series of routine announcements. Then the PTA president introduced the fundraising campaign for the new wing. She spoke passionately about the importance of education and the need for improved facilities. It was my cue. I stood up, cleared my throat, and addressed the audience. "Good evening, everyone," I began. "My name is Daniel Johnson, and I'm the proud father of Ethan, who attends this wonderful school." I paused for effect, allowing my words to sink in. I've been deeply impressed by the dedication of the teachers, the staff, and the parents who volunteer their time to make this school a better place. Hook 4. Wife cheated with the school principal. I donated $1.08 at the PTA meeting. New wing named after me. The irony? The principal's office is now conveniently located inside, allowing me a front row seat to his professional demise. Enjoy your new office. I continued. My family believes in the power of education. We believe that every child deserves access to the best possible learning environment. That's why I'm pleased to announce that we will be donating $1.8 million to the school's fundraising campaign. A gasp rippled through the audience. Olivia's face paled. Abernathy's eyes widened in disbelief. I savored their reactions. Furthermore, I added, we would like to request that the new wing be named in honor of my family. I propose that it be called the Johnson Family Wing. The audience erupted in applause. The PTA president rushed to the stage and embraced me. "This is incredible, Mr. Johnson," she exclaimed. "Your generosity is truly remarkable." Olivia stood frozen, her mouth agape. Abernathy stared at me with a mixture of anger and fear. I met his gaze, a subtle smirk playing on my lips. After the meeting, Olivia confronted me. "What was that all about?" she demanded, her voice trembling. "Why did you do that?" "Do what?" I asked innocently. "I simply made a donation to a worthy cause, and I wanted to honor my family's name." "You know what I'm talking about," she snapped. "You're trying to humiliate me." "Humiliate you?" I feigned surprise. "Why would I want to do that?" She didn't answer. She knew I knew. The truth hung in the air, heavy and suffocating. I walked away, leaving her standing there, defeated and exposed. I had won. The construction of the Johnson family wing began shortly thereafter. I oversaw every detail, ensuring that it met my exact specifications. I even insisted on installing a state-of-the-art security system, complete with hidden cameras and microphones. Olivia moved out a few weeks later. The divorce was swift and painless. Ms. Albright had done her job well. Olivia received only what she was entitled to under the prenuptial agreement. Abernathy was eventually transferred to another school, a small, underfunded institution on the other side of the city. His career was effectively over. The Johnson family wing was officially opened 6 months later. The ceremony was a grand affair, attended by local dignitaries, school officials, and proud parents. I stood on the stage, beaming with pride as I cut the ribbon. The cameras flashed and the crowd cheered. It was a moment of triumph. As I looked out at the sea of faces, I saw Olivia standing in the back, her eyes filled with regret. I smiled. My revenge was complete. The wing itself became a symbol of my generosity, my commitment to the community, and my unwavering resolve, but also a silent monument to Olivia's betrayal and Abernathy's downfall. Every student who walked through those doors would be reminded of the consequences of infidelity, the principal's new office. Yes, it was strategically placed within the Johnson family wing, close enough for me to keep an eye on things. A constant reminder of who was in control, the recordings from the security system. Let's just say they provided some interesting insights into the school's operations. Information that I used to further solidify my position and influence. I never remarried. I focused on my career, my son, and my philanthropic endeavors. I became a pillar of the community, a respected and admired figure. Olivia eventually faded into obscurity. Abernathy disappeared from public life. Their affair became a distant memory, a footnote in the history of the school, but the Johnson family wing remained, a permanent reminder of my victory, a testament to the power of intelligence, strategy, and a well-placed donation. And every time I walked through those doors, I smiled, knowing that I had turned their betrayal into my triumph. I had not only survived, but thrived. I had not only avenged myself, but had built a lasting legacy. The hook is this: people underestimate the quiet man. They mistake composure for weakness. They see money and assume it buys happiness, not realizing it can also buy justice. Remember the surveillance. It caught more than just Abernathy and Olivia. It revealed a network of corruption within the school board, embezzlement, and misuse of funds. Information I discreetly passed on to the authorities. The resulting investigation led to multiple arrests and a complete overhaul of the school's administration. I didn't just get revenge, I cleaned house. People ask if I ever regretted donating so much money, if it was worth it. My answer is always the same: absolutely. The money was an investment, not just in the school, but in my own peace of mind. It bought me control, influence, and the satisfaction of knowing that I had turned a devastating situation into a resounding victory. And Ethan, he thrived in the new wing, excelling in his studies and becoming a leader among his peers. He never knew the full extent of his mother's betrayal, and I intended to keep it that way. He saw the Johnson family wing as a symbol of his father's love and commitment, a legacy he could be proud of. Some might call me ruthless. Others might call me vindictive. But I prefer to think of myself as resourceful. I saw an opportunity, and I seized it. I used my resources to protect myself, my son, and my community. And in the process, I created something meaningful and lasting. The cameras, by the way, are still there. Upgraded, of course, always watching, always recording, just in case. My name is Daniel, and I am a man who believes in justice. And I believe in making sure that justice is served, even if it means donating $1.8 million to the PTA. The climax. It wasn't just the donation. It was the look on their faces, the slow realization that they had been outmaneuvered, outsmarted, and outplayed. It was the feeling of control, the satisfaction of knowing that I held all the cards. It was watching Abernathy's career crumble, seeing Olivia's life unravel. It was the power of knowing that I had turned their betrayal into my triumph. The climax was the opening ceremony of the Johnson family wing, standing on that stage, basking in the applause, knowing that I had created something beautiful and lasting out of the ashes of their deceit. It was the moment I realized that I was stronger than I ever thought possible, that I could overcome any obstacle, any betrayal, any challenge. It was the moment I truly understood the power of wealth, not just to buy things, but to shape the world around me. It was the moment I became the architect of my own destiny. The Johnson family wing is more than just a building. It's a symbol of my resilience, my determination, and my unwavering commitment to justice. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for a brighter future, and it's a testament to the power of a well-placed donation and a few strategically placed cameras. So the next time you hear about a cheating spouse, remember my story. Remember that revenge is a dish best served cold, with a side of philanthropy. Remember that sometimes the greatest victories are the ones you never see coming. And remember that a donation of $1.8 million can buy you a lot more than just a new school wing. It can buy you peace of mind. It can buy you justice. It can buy you revenge. It can buy you your life back, and that, my friends, is priceless.